Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 12th. And you can see I'm all decorated for Halloween. You got all the stuff I got from Target up here. And then I went into my old bedroom to bring out this cherished teddy that I had forever. And you can tell I had it forever because he's a little dusty. But it's Halloween, so I guess it's okay. Or Halloween time, so. And then this tombstone, I believe I got it at the 99-cent store. Either that or the Dollar Tree, but I'm betting the 99-cent store. So, and it's really weird because it's like Halloween on this side and regular stuff on this side. That's why I put that guy over here, so spread out the Halloween. So, yeah. And I woke up this morning a little stressed. I'm still a little stressed. I went on my phone to look at my bank, the app, to see if the money is in from my financial guy, because he was going to give me some money to pay off the mortgage and my credit card for the month, and a little bit extra. It's not in yet. Granted, I have time. I don't even have my credit card bill yet. I think it's going to be here anytime now. It usually comes like around this time, maybe next week. And so yeah, I'm a little stressed about that. I'm sure once that money's in the bank, I'll relax a little bit. But yeah, it'd be nice to have it, because granted, my mortgage isn't due till like the October 1st, but you want to get it paid before then and stuff. So I talked to him last week. It's not even a week yet, and now I'm thinking that he said that it will be in the 15th, and that's a Sunday. So hopefully by Monday, and if not, I'm gonna be calling him to ask about it. So yeah, a little stressed. So last night I posted that vlog about about all kinds of stuff. I also mentioned about Cratejoy and not rejecting me, and how I wanted to do review on products and diamond paintings. A company reached out to me yesterday. I looked at my Gmail this morning on my phone, and then I went on the computer and looked at it more closely, and a company reached out to me they don't pay, at least not yet, but they reached out to me, and they're willing to send me a diamond painting kit free to review on my YouTube and stuff. So I wrote back. I looked at their diamond paintings that are available for review. I picked one out, and we shall see from there what will happen. And then I also contacted another diamond painting company about doing reviews for them. I know, back of my head, I know what the answer is going to be, but gotta ask, doesn't hurt to ask. I gotta do something. So, there's that. Today, I was gonna stay home, but I decided to go out because I want to get this box out of the house. So I'm gonna be going to the UPS store to mail this bad boy off today, and then I'll probably have lunch at Windy City Beef and Dogs, because it's right next door to the UPS store. And of course, you're going to look around the 99-cent store. Probably not Michael's or Sprouts, because that's on the other end of the shopping complex. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing today. And then I checked tracking on the other diamond painting I ordered this morning, and that other one should be here today. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing video on those today. And I think I want to set up my lights in here. You know, I take this light down, or not down, but I take it, unplug it, and this one, and plug it in to the office in here. Of course, I gotta move this, and I'll probably move that down a bit and reset up my camera, rearrange this because there's no room for me to work. And you know, try to do the unboxing here because it's a larger space. And I do want to try to film me working on a diamond painting. I don't know how that will work. I tried it before in my craft room. Granted, I didn't have the table space or desk space to do that, and it was kind of hard, you know, trying to see the drills going onto the canvas with my hand in the way. And I know this expands, and I have another, you know, another tripod that also expands as well. But I don't know how that works, especially when the cable here is only so long to do that. So yeah, and my other plan, eventually, is to make cards like I used to do with all these paper pads, and some I'll use, and yeah, I want to sell them, but the last time I did that was a bit, you know, they're still sitting in the drawers. So yeah, I got. I don't know. It's very stressful. So yeah, that's what I want to eventually do. I'll probably get sick and tired of that. And I would love, excuse me, I would love the new, well, they're not new, but they'll be new to me. The Julie Nunningdale stamps that came out like the last year and a half or so, I don't have. Yeah, but anyway, that's what I got planned for today. So, right now, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to say again, please check out the links in the description below for Patreon, Coffee, my Amazon influencer store, my Amazon affiliate link, Crate Joy link, all my wish lists from Amazon, and a cherry on top, and oh, my HP ink, instant ink program, and yeah, I'm going to end it here. See you guys later. So I heard back from the diamond painting company that I emailed to, not the one that emailed me earlier this morning. This is what I wrote to another company asking about, you know, reviewing their kits, and I emailed them around 9:30, and I heard back from them a little, not even a half hour later, which is a, you know, good thing. And you can tell from my voice, it's not what I was hoping to get, you know, the response would be, but you know, it's my luck, so it's the response that I knew I was going to get, which is basically a no. And they said, thank you so much for reaching out, and they appreciate the interest. However, they do not provide free kits for review. From time to time, they do provide a kit a free kit to one of their members, but certainly not for incentive reviews. Their apologies, and they wish me the best of luck on my channel, blah blah blah. So yeah, I kind of figure that. It's like every time I reach out to a place to do something like that, whether it's food or subscription boxes or dining or doing this, I get that response. Well, yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but I want to keep trying different places besides diamond paintings and stuff and see what happens. Story of my life. See you guys in a bit. So I'm getting ready to leave. I put the new label on the box and I taped it up. Taking the labels off was a lot easier than I thought, because there was a little label here and then of course the label on the side. And so yeah, I know I sounded sad and depressed in my last clip, and I kind of still am that. Doing this, writing to companies, asking, basically for work, for reviewing their stuff or whatever. It reminds me back when I was in Chicago and I'm trying to look for work there. I did work in high school. I worked at Lions Clubs International in the file department. That's where my dad worked. I couldn't work there full time because of they have a nepotism rule. So, I worked there, temporary during the summers, and even after I graduated high school, I worked there a couple of times in the summer, and then eventually I went to a temp agency that they use and worked there from time to time. A couple of times. I think I worked there a year long. And eventually they disbanded the file department because they got with the times and went computerized. So I had to help clean out the folders to get them ready to be microfilmed. And then eventually I did some data entry. And then eventually I had to leave. The job. I was there for a long time. And from there I worked at the agency gave me another job for filing at McDonald's, and then that was like a couple days, and then I worked a couple weeks at a financial place doing photocopying, and eventually I did do a little data entry there, and then it stopped. And I did work in another temp agency stuffing envelopes at one place. That was a nice job, even though where we were at, we were like in a warehouse, but it was a nice job. I liked the people there. Back at the other agency, and then eventually that job, the job stopped coming, even though I call and they don't have anything. Then I went to another agency, and they had said you have to call every week to make sure you're there, you want to work. So I call every week, and it's like, we don't have anything for you every week. And eventually, you get tired of hearing that and you stop calling. And that's basically the same thing as, I would look for jobs online or the want ads in the paper, and you apply for jobs and you don't hear anything from them. Not, sorry, like now, when I asked about reviewing a product, reviewing up products for them, and I heard back from them. I didn't even get an email saying, sorry, don't qualify, nothing. And there was a couple times I did hear back and went for an interview, and again, nothing. So after a while doing that, you get tired of that rejection. You don't want to hear it, and you just give up. And that's what I did back in Chicago. I gave up. And then we moved here. And I did, update my resume. Monster, and I think Career Builder. And yeah, I did hear back from I heard back from a couple places, and some were like sketchy, but I heard from a temp agency, but I work back in Chicago, but obviously it's Vegas, and I couldn't talk at the time because she called me on my cell phone and we were at Costco. So I didn't call her back right away because where the agency was at was like way on the other side of town. I think we were still living in the apartments, or maybe we were here. I think no, we were here because I updated my resume with the address. So it was on the other side of town by the airport. So I didn't want to, because I knew I had to go there and fill out paperwork and all that. So took my time, and I finally did call back, and the person I talked to wasn't there. So I ended up not calling back because my dad needed me to go with him to places to help with the scooter. Because after we moved, we got to Vegas, not moved to the house, but got to Vegas, and was living in the apartments. He got installed a ramp for outside of the car to put the scooter in, on and off. And in the beginning, he was okay doing it by himself. Well, I had to help a little bit, but he was okay doing it by himself. But eventually, I had to go with him everywhere he went. Doctor's appointments, going somewhere to eat, casinos, a store, like groceries or something. I had to go with him and my mom to help take down and, bring the cart to him and stuff in the car. If we went to a grocery store, I would have to go to the grocery store and grab a scooter there, and those are slow as molasses. But yeah, and then my mom got sick, and she got better. And yeah, she wanted me to get a job when she was in remission, but eventually she got sick again, and yeah, and now here we are. But doing the emails for those companies, that's those 2 companies I emailed, because the other one emailed me. It reminded me of back in Chicago and the rejections I got all the time. And I gave up then, but I don't have the option now to give up. I have to keep trying to, hopefully find a company or whatever to help me out and give me a chance to do this stuff. I know I need to get out of the house and work outside the home, but that option I don't see. I can see, but it's going to cost too much with Uber and Lyft. Yeah, there are buses here, but you get to a certain point and then you have to walk, a certain distance. And in this heat, no. Sorry. So yeah, that's my frustration and depression and stress all rolled into one. It's going to end here, and I'm going to get going and talk to you guys later. I'm back home now from the UPS store. I went next door for lunch at Windy City Beef and Dog and had a hot dog and fries. And 3 of the people that work there were there. One of them wasn't there when I told them that my mom passed. But one of the cooks, my mom liked how he made her hamburgers and stuff. He's an older guy. And another one that takes my orders was there, and they asked how I was, and I said okay, and I was a good girl. I didn't cry there, and then I left there, and then I started crying. And then from there, I went to the 99-cent store, and I got a couple things there. I picked up a few more items, but I ended up putting them back because then I went to, I was going to go to Michael's, but I decided to look at, I did go to Michael's, but I looked at Sprouts first since it was on the way. to Michael's, and they did have my grapes, my grapery cotton candy grapes for like $3 something a pound. And I was like, let me go to Trader Joe's because they sometimes carry them too. And they also had, I saw online, the succulent plant in a skeleton in a yoga position, or legs crossed position, like namaste. And I wanted to get that. So I went to Trader Joe's after Michael's. So here's what I got for the 99-cent store. I got another one of these reusable containers in pink. And I only saw these from somebody else's cart. And I got Hubba Bubba Gum and Jiffy corn mix. I already have one, and I'm thinking to make for the potluck in a couple weeks corn casserole. And I know it calls for the corn muffin mix, and I need to get the cream corn and a regular can of corn. I'm thinking of making it, and if I don't, I'll make it for me because I really like it. And either that, I'm either gonna make that or bake something because I got chocolate chips and stuff. And this is like a sponge or silicone cleaning pad. They had a pack of these for $1.99 or $2.99, I forget what it was, but they had single ones for 99 cents, and I thought not to use it for actually what it is, but I thought it'd be really cool to use, I don't know if you can tell, in art journaling. You know, put paint on there and, you know, put it on, stamp it on the page. When I went to Michael's, I looked in the clearance section, and they had a cookie stamp as a chocolate chip cookie with glasses, and it's YouTuber that bakes, and I can't think of her name. But they had that on clearance for like $2 something, and it was a rubber stamp basically, and I almost bought it. But I decided to be a good girl and put it back. They got nothing at Michael's. I went there to look at their planners, and their planners weren't on sale, so I got nothing. So I decided to go to Trader Joe's because I wanted to see some of the new stuff. I just watched a YouTube video on some of their new stuff. Of course, a lot of their stuff is pumpkin theme, and she's going to do a different. The YouTuber I watched yesterday had saving that pumpkin stuff for another video, but she showed some newer stuff as well, non-fall stuff. First thing, I got more flowers. These are the purple mini carnations. So. And then I spent too much, as always. I only wanted to get, I wanted to see if they had that. And I wanted to see if they had the grapes. They didn't have that. And I got another set of eggs while I was there. I have like a half dozen or so, if that, 4 or 5 eggs left. And they're really cheap there. And I saw this and somebody was grabbing it, put it in their cart, and it looked interesting. Spinach lasagna. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of food. That's the problem. And I won't be able to afford it. And I got strawberries. These were like $2.99. Much cheaper than the $12 at this one farm stand in the farmer's market. There was like 3 small pints in a carton, maybe a little bit bigger than this, for $12. And I'm like, no, thank you. And I got, these are really good. Brownie crisp coffee ice cream sandwiches. They're small, but they're really good. And these are new. Well, this is new. I'm not even going to attempt that. It's a crispy, buttery, shredded phyllo dough filled with gooey cheese and topped with crushed pistachios. And this was in the dessert section, because it even says it's a dessert. A sweet and buttery dessert featuring ooey gooey cheese. Hey, let me say that again. a sweet and buttery dessert featuring ooey gooey cheese. We've been waiting all our lives for this. Kai Fei, I apologize, is a traditional Middle Eastern dessert. People throughout the Mediterranean region. From the outside, it looks like a simple cake or crispy shredded, like a simple cake of crispy shredded phyllo dough. Inside lies the cheesy treasure, a layer of mozzarella and another type of cheese. And their creamy, sweet, and salty flavors. A drizzle of simple syrup adds sweetness, and a crunchy pistachios deliver the finished touch. It's not like any dessert you ever had. So that'd be interesting to try. And I finally decided to get the tiramisu torte. I saw a picture of it on, I think, on their Instagram, and it looked good. And the tiramisu that I got at the farmer's market yesterday, it is so good. I could have eaten the whole thing, but I ate half. I was a good girl. I'm going to have the rest of it today. And then I got this bread. It reminds me of the soft multi-grain rustical bread. It reminds me of the, Cheesecake Factory bread. And they sell the Cheesecake Factory bread in stores. I think the cheesecake one is a little bit darker crust, but it still has the same oats and stuff. I got bananas. And I got dry, soft and juicy dry mangoes. These were like $1.99. And I got this Trader Joe's vanilla bean infused Vermont maple syrup. I saw this on the YouTube video I saw, and she put the price on there, and it was $9.99. I wasn't going to get it because it was $9.99, but I wanted to try it because it does. I don't know if you can tell, there is a vanilla bean in there, and they have a bourbon one, and the bourbon one is the same price but a much bigger jar. And this is seasonally from what I heard from the video, so I wanted to try it. And last but not least, at least one thing I found that I wanted to try before last time I was there. These are the donut peaches. You get 3 of them, and I think they were like 3 something a piece. So, yep, and that's my haul. Now I'm going to scan these because I am a member of NCP, National Consumer Product. You scan stuff, what you bought each time you go shopping or go out to eat and get something delivered or something. And you scan it and you get points, and you get points, you can get stuff. They have a catalog of stuff because last time I ordered a clock. I turned in some points and got my alarm clock. And then I also got a mini chopper. But they also have gift cards, and I have enough to get a $50 gift card to Amazon, but I'm still racking up points. And yeah. So that's my haul, and I'm going to end it here, and hopefully you won't spend any more money. See you in a bit. So I wanted to give like a little update from what happened after I last talked. I checked the tracking on the other diamond painting that I'm waiting to get, and it said it was delivered, so I looked outside and it wasn't there, and I went to the mailbox to get the mail, and there was no key. Of course it wouldn't be because it's too big for that, you know, the package, the box for the packages. And on the way there, of course, I looked at either side of my neighbor's houses to see if there was a package there, and there wasn't. And then on the way back, I looked at my other neighbor that had, not the last diamond painting, because that I knew that delivered to the house, but the other two, the other two that I ordered before, that showed up to her house and she dropped it off, or she delivered it to my house that night. And I looked, and there was a package, but it wasn't that, because it was a square box, so wasn't that, so who knows where it went. And then in the mail, I got some junk things, and I've got my Discover bill, and I got the store bill, which I knew was coming. And I'm already still stressed about, waiting for the money to get into the bank so I can pay those bills and a couple other ones. And then I got the thing from the collection agency for my mom's credit card, wanting to collect on the money, even though I don't, personally have to pay it. It's the state, and all that stuff. But mostly everything's in her name, except for right now. The mortgage is still in her name, technically. So I'm stressed about that, and I'm already stressed and stuff about money, and then you have this. So it's like, I knew it was coming, because they called me while I was talking to my financial guy last week. I want to say I talked to him Friday, but I think it was last Thursday. Sometime last week. So I was like, I don't need this right now. I'm debating if I want to call him tomorrow if it's not in the bank tomorrow. Because I also needed something for the new mortgage place to show that I'm getting money every month. So yeah, I don't know, it's almost all over with. But oh God, and then plus looking for a job and trying to find something local or at the house, and to do something at home. So then, like a couple hours ago, because she called me like around 4:30. When I used to live in Chicago, me and a friend used to go to a rubber stamp group every month. First we met at a rubber stamp store, but then one day she decided not to show up, the owner, to the store, and then we met at like a park, and then all of a sudden the owner decided not to do it anymore. So we met at this one woman's house every month, because it was big enough and everything. So she called me, because we had it till she moved, and she called me to see how things were going, and trying to get me to, well, obviously I know I need to look for work, but to check out that one assisted living place that's close, for a job and stuff. Trying to find ways to get around without using Uber or Lyft or anything like that. And it's like, ugh. It's like I'm already stressed and stuff. And she knows I don't want to do that. But anyway, so yeah, we talked a bit, and I had a little bit to eat. I had the rest of my tuna salad because I didn't want that to go bad, and I had the rest of the yummy tiramisu for dessert. So yeah, I'm going to try to de-stress and stuff for the night, and edit this vlog and put it up today or tonight, or maybe schedule it for tomorrow morning. Well, you'll find out when you see this. So I'm going to end it here, and thanks for listening to me babble on. See you guys later.